Michael.
Hello,
Don't worry,
Natasha.
I'll just have
Hi.
the one shoe. I'm going to get the next shoe in the next interview.
Okay.
I have a whole plan happening.
That works. Hi, so I am Michael Lee from the Nerds of Color. How are
Oh,
how all
hi,
three of you
Michael.
doing?
Hi, Michael.
Hello, Michael.
Hello.
Hi, Michael.
All three of you have voiced animals in the past. For Natasha, there was a turtle. For Maria, there was a dog. And for Danielle, you were a bird. What's so fun about embodying animals, particularly in this film?
Well, I got to be a snow leopard, so that was a lot of fun. I think it's just always fun to try. First of all, nobody knows what animals really sound like if they were humans.
Yeah.
So it would be like so cool.
That's a great answer. What a great answer. Like, why are we negotiating what animals sound like? We don't know.
We don't know.
Excellent,
So it's
excellent
actually
answer.
so much fun to like just be able to put whatever voice on that and it's crazy that I've come to this place of having a distinct voice, which just blows my mind because this is like the goddess of the voice
Wow,
right here.
absolutely.
You know, like we should give you godmother of the voice or something. So it's really
Very
cool.
nice of you. I think we all have pretty wild, singular voices, I guess. But I'm still laughing at the idea of, why would I play a turtle as such a slow old man? It seems so obvious, and probably turtles everywhere are like, we don't sound like that. It's, retroactive regret. Look alive.
Think about Eeyore, how bad that is. Eeyore.
Yeah,
Like,
he was
didn't
probably like, I don't sound like that.
I sound like that.
Yes.
So, what did you...
You know what? Instead of going to the premiere, guys, let's go. Let's double back.
The physicality, because there's in acting, there's also physicality to it. And what was it like to bring that part of acting to your voice roles?
I mean, mine is really clumsy. I was told from the beginning that she's supposed to be really physical. She has to know how to do fights, but at the same time, she's hitting things. I feel her, to be honest, because I'm also hitting things. So it's been fun because these are like small little sounds, noises that it's like, whoop, ah. You don't want people to hear them when you hit something. So to record it, it's funny. And she's strong, but she's funny. She's happy to be there. It's interesting.
Which of the animals or the bad guys, crew members, would you like to hang out with in real life?
I mean, we're the bad girls, so we stick together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, speak for yourself.
Let's not say anything.
Who do you
Yeah,
want?
come on.
What do you want? You want Sammy
No,
Rocks?
I really enjoy these ladies. But adding Aquafina could be fun because
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking
Aquafina's
that
a
too.
quiet
Yeah.
one, and I want to know more
She's a
about
wild
her.
thing.
I don't know that side.
We got to get Aquafina over
So,
this time.
you know, I would, more power. Zazie would be fun too, like just bringing all the girls together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, now that we're there, I mean, I'd like Anthony and Craig and Mark and Sam to come. Is that possible?
Yeah, we could.
Gang's
yeah.
all here?
All of them.
That'd be
Cool. Yeah, come on. All right, thank you very much.
Thank
That's all the
you.
time.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michael Lee from the Nerds of Color, and how are you?
Good, good.
Good.
Good to meet you, Michael.
Good. Nice to meet you too. Well, I love the first film, and it's so natural that I love the second film because, honestly, you raise not only the stakes but just like the visuals and everything. Everything's so much bigger. What was your North Star to make sure that that these characters, Wolf and Shark and everybody else, kept their charm, so to speak, and then while also maintaining that elevation and evolution?
Yeah, I mean, what's fun about making a sequel is they can deepen the relationships. You can deepen your characters. So it's always going back to the core problematics that they have, and in this case, it was kind of similar to the first film. Like these people don't belong. Like they've been labeled as bad, and so therefore they are struggling, to insert a society that doesn't want them. And I think in this one, it's the similar problematic, slightly less, slightly more nuanced. Now they're literally trying to reinsert society, and they're struggling to make things work for themselves. People don't want them. People don't trust them. Maybe except for Snake, who seems to be thriving. But those problematics are so relatable. It's just I can't find a job. I can't, like, people don't want me. People don't like me. I have bills to pay, and I'm just stressing out. And I think those are really, tangible issues that we all can relate to. But you also have personalities of characters that that you've established before, and then you worked for so long on. You have actors that know their characters really well. We have writers that have exactly the tone of the film in their mind. And so you have those very tangible, realistic issues, and then on top of that, you add the tone of the film, which is very fun and cute and comedic. And I think that's kind of thanks to that, and thanks to the fact that basically the entire team that worked on the second one is pretty much the same team that did the first one, I think we had a good grasp on these characters and were able to make sure we didn't lose them.
This is a bigger film. Because in the first one, it was so down to earth, so to speak, and now we're going to space and everything. Where did the inspiration come from that? And where did the inspiration come from that, basically?
To go to space?
To go to space and take it on that kind of scale, because when you see it in that movie, in that big screen, it's just so massive.
It's fantastic,
and it leads to, and it makes us wonder why we don't see more films in this kind of a screen, basically.
Right, thank you. Well, look, I mean, down to earth in the first one is a bit of an overstatement. Just I'm saying this because, yes, they're staying on Earth, but we have a alien meteorite that is, taken by Professor Marmalade to mind control an army of guinea pig. He is himself a guinea pig, maybe an alien. So it's down to earth, but to a degree where we also can just transgress those rules and we can make really tons of fun of ourselves and just go beyond but take the audience with us, and just kind of like crazy, silly, jumping the shark type of ideas. So we established that tone in the first one, and so people, when we were telling them we're going to space, and there's a giant magnet and whatever, people are like, okay, sure, like, it's part of the, you know what I mean? Like, so the tone has been established. Mm-hmm. Why and how do we go to space, and for which reason are we going to space? I think the answer is pretty simple. First of all, I think it's awesome to do a movie in space, and I always wanted to do one, and in particular an action comedy like this with so much scope. But second of all, in the books, the bad guys fighting Marmalade end up on the moon, having to, deactivate some kind of laser that's transforming all the kittens and zombies, whatever. Okay. So it's like the books are out of the, are crazy already, right? And Piranha is stuck in a wolf's spacesuit and farts there. And that is the one gag that the kids and young readers of those books just prefer. They adore it. My kids love it. My son loves it. JP, my cardiac's sons. It's one thing he wants to see is that gag. So from the beginning, that gag was like, we need to go to space and we need to have Piranha fart in a spacesuit. So that's kind of the reason why we're going to space. But that's funny. I think this is a really good excuse.
Yeah. Well, that's all the time I have. Thank you so much for taking your time.
Thank you so much.
Professional artists and professors, maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The Hard Knock